Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Taylor. Welcome to Spitballing Supplemental. I'm here with my good buddy,
Kyle Amundsen.
and today we're bringing you the supplemental because we got some kind of breaking news. Did you ever think you were going to break news on the podcast?
Well, maybe wind, but never news. Since we started the Community Ties Facebook page to do some networking and stuff to kind of get ahead of the whole pandemic thing. We've gotten a lot of info. We've had people get in touch with us with a lot of different stuff, and some of it's been people with some inside knowledge of some things that do not want to be named, that's fine, that's cool, and we have kind of unofficially verified this with a couple of other sources.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're doing with this right here today.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to read this message that this person gave. Kyle's going to read it, thank God. And then we're just going to do a little talking about each section. Just to give you guys that information. So are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it. This is pretty well organized. This person got a hold of me with some stuff from a meeting that they'd from a teleconference that they'd sat in on. We'll start off. Firstly, a memo was going out soon to encourage all military personnel to wear their uniforms publicly while conducting personal business, pumping gas, running errands, going to the bank, etc. The governor wants the public to see the presence of soldiers doing everyday things. It's meant to build trust. The thing about this is there will be alarmists out there that see these National Guardsmen, and they're going to be on social media and stuff saying that we're being like occupied or something.
Right. Right.
Now, keep in mind, I think this is an important distinction. We're talking about like the National Guard here. Your friends and neighbors. It's the National Guard. Stuff like this is exactly what the National Guard is for.
Right. Right. And so like if you pull up to the gas station and the person next to you gets out of the truck and they're wearing their uniform, that's a good thing. That should make us feel safe. So don't freak out.
Yeah. Basically, she goes on to say this came directly from the governor and the adjutant general of Minnesota, and they want the public to see that the National Guard has a presence outside of armories. So that don't panic.
Right. Don't panic and wash your damn hands.
Yes. Okay.
The second part here.
Yeah. Secondly, the Minnesota Grocers Association has been in contact with Governor Walz. They told him there's not going to be any shortage of food, but according to one of the colonels, basically we can skip that part. It's just some logistical stuff. Basically, grocery stores have an average profit margin of 1% and 3%, depending on the item. It's not unusual for a grocery store to make just a few cents on an item. Stores prioritizing their restocking based on what makes them the most money. Stores prioritize their restocking based on what makes them the most money, period. Bottled water has a profit margin of about 200%. Toilet paper is around 40%. Non-food items are the money makers because they don't spoil and they're easy to ship. A grocery store will prioritize receiving a semi-truck full of bottled water above any food item, especially if they know it will sell out. The demand for toilet paper and bottled water is controlling the supply of other goods, like produce or food items. Grocery stores want to make money, and they'll stock what sells. This may cause stores to start to appear empty. Let's see.
This is the main reason why I am reaching out to you. Social media has an influence over the public behavior. I love my town. I want us to pull together. Our panic is more dangerous than we realize.
Yeah, so like all the stuff that they're limiting in stores and stuff, and I don't mean to make grocery stores look like the bad guy here.
No, and I don't think that's what she's saying. Or
no,
he's saying,
not at all.
actually, I don't even know what the gender of this person is.
I just, it's like they are a business and they're trying to make money, and they're selling people what they want.
Right.
They're exercising supply and demand. The problem with that is people are irrationally like demanding these items, and then now people are worried about food shortages and stuff, but the irrational demand for these items, for these other items,
is causing
driving
the food
yeah.
shortage. Right. So maybe don't, get 4 million things of toilet paper. Though I have realized myself that when you're home all day, every day, you go through a hell of a lot more toilet paper.
More toilet paper.
Wow.
More toilet paper.
Wow. But also, you can drink tap water, right? Like,
There is that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We are, thankfully we're not in, Mexico or Guatemala where the tap water is non-drinkable, but you actually can just drink regular old tap water. So
Yeah, not going to hurt you.
yeah. It might not taste as great, but it's not too bad. Actually, I'm so fortunate though, because I have access to an artesian well, so that's where I like to go and stock up on that water. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. As you're out there hoarding your toilet paper, that it's causing these shortages, and even though the stores may appear to be losing or to be becoming bare, that they're going to get restocked. The Grocers Association says we're going to continue to stock, and so on and so forth. So there isn't, according to this, we're not predicting an actual shortage of anything.
Of food items, yeah. The only problems are the ones that the hysteria is creating itself. So relax.
Here's an addition that.
Oh yes, small detail I forgot. If semi-truck drivers are unable to keep on trucking due to illness or quarantine, the Guard may step in to assist. They are already preparing trucks to haul goods around state if needed. So seeing increased military traffic on the roads may appear alarming, but it's not what it seems. If a person knew what's inside the trucks.
Right.
It's going to be groceries and stuff.
Right.
So they're going to step in and help out once, if truckers are getting hit hard, getting sick and whatnot. Once again, there comes your National Guard, our friends and neighbors.
And I'm not even, and it might really be, who knows what it's going to look like, but it might really be, kind of scary looking. They might be like in masks and all of that kind of stuff, depending on what's going on. But, again, those are our friends and neighbors. God, I've known so many awesome people in my life that have served in the National Guard.
Absolutely.
And, so again, don't freak out.
Thirdly, medical supplies are being pulled from the Guard and brought to civilian hospitals. And this is something that's happening already. Like everything the Guard has in storage, every ventilator, every mask, every gown, it's all going to be gone from the military and in the hands of civilian doctors in the next few days.
Yep.
This could also cause panic. Don't be alarmed if you see military vehicles at hospitals. They're not hauling away sick people to let them die in a field somewhere.
Right. When I listened to the governor's press conference on Friday, I was got a little choked up when he was talking about how, all the experts that are on all these shows and everything. He said, those are Minnesotans. And, we have the best of the best here in Minnesota with the Mayo Clinic and University of Minnesota and the epidemiology team. And as we've said before, kind of are fortunate enough to have a mole in the hole down there who has just been fantastic, helping us, kind of sort through the craziness of, what to believe and what not to believe. And, so what was my point? My point was it's like proud to be a Minnesotan. And the 3M stepping up, making gazillions masks and doing all that stuff. It's just really something else.
We're very fortunate here. And, not to get political or anything, but I really appreciate the way Governor Walz is handling this. That's not a political statement. That's just me appreciating.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think that
really
it was just really well done. Yep. And I love watching, having just those really top-notch scientists right there. We have to face this pandemic through the lens of science. If we
Absolutely.
don't, we're in trouble. Yeah. So hug a scientist. No, actually, do not hug a scientist. No.
All right. And the fourth thing that they brought up, Bethesda Hospital in St. Paul. Bethesda is going to be the isolation hospital where patients will be treated. They've tripled the bed capacity in the ICU. I believe they're at around 90 beds. People need to remember, so basically that's, that was just a little side note pretty much. People need to remember that when they see soldiers in Minnesota, it's citizen soldiers. It's the guy that cuts your hair. It's your realtor. It's the lady that works at Home Depot. They're not nationalized killers or something. They're neighbors.
Yeah. Very solid point.
Let's see. We'll touch on this briefly. There's going to be food preparation and distribution. They're not going to utilize the National Guard for this. Governor Walz would rather use the out-of-work civilians and hire them as 1099 contractors. This will be to prevent spending money that we don't have to pay activated soldiers. Governor Walz said it's foolish to pay the National Guard to work in mobile kitchens when when there's an entire workforce of like line cooks and kitchen staff that are laid off. That can fill these jobs. They're going to be jobs posting soon. People need to jump on these ASAP. There's going to be, besides the food prep jobs, there's also going to be cleaning and sanitation positions open. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is kind of breaking news, and I think it's really good information for you guys to have.
Yeah, we wanted to talk to you about this before. Because we all, if you're on social media, you probably know some, when we say alarmist, you know who we're talking about. There are going to be, like we said, people that feel like we're being occupied. This isn't, and we can't stress enough, and I'm sorry that we're trying to kind of beat up this point, but this is not some occupying foreign army or something. These are our neighbors.
Right. So, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Wash your damn hands.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next week.